It is very difficult not to be able to predict the future in this world. Amid sudden changes and unexpected difficulties, we are often engulfed in anxiety and anxiety. Are you also having such a time right now? Today, I would like to share with you the precious words of God, which find true peace and direction. I sincerely hope that this message will be a small comfort and light in your heart. The secret to true joy and satisfaction, excerpts 35-6. Trust Jehovah with all your heart, and do not rely on him for the 4 best seasons. Recognize him in all matters, and he will guide you in your way. We often try to get through life with our own wisdom and plans, but they often make us lose our way. When we trust God and seek his guidance, our life's path can go right. These words will be a force to provide peace and direction to those in anxiety. The story of a lost traveler. Jisoo was just worried about her unstable situation at work and problems at home. Whenever I heard about the company's restructuring, I couldn't sleep because I was afraid. Wouldn't it be me next? Everything from the children's tuition, home loans, and future livelihoods was weighing on her shoulders. What choice should I make to get out of this? Am I doing well? I asked myself countless times, but I couldn't see an answer. Then, one day, a Bible verse, handed to me by a friend, was deeply embedded in her mind. Trust Jehovah with all your heart, and do not rely on him. Recognize him in all things, and he will guide you in your path. Verse 35. At first, Jisoo felt this phrase was too simple. You can just trust me and guide me on the way. Is that really possible? But that night, she prayed sincerely and let go of all her anxiety and worries to God. A change initiated by trust. Determined to trust God, Jisoo started the day with a simple prayer every morning. God, I do not know the way ahead with my masterpiece, but I believe in your promise that you will guide me on my way. I leave it to you for the day. Surprisingly, her situation did not change overnight. However, peace began to take hold in her mind instead of anxiety. As she left each day to God, she began to find a little joy. Although the restructuring became a reality, she got a chance to work in an unexpected new job on better terms than before. Jisoo says, now, I'm not trying to control everything anymore. I find that I have a plan from God that is bigger than my plan. Trusting him has made my direction clear. A lesson in our lives. These words allow us to acknowledge that our clear-sightedness, our wisdom, and judgment alone have limitations. Peace will come only when we leave it to God, with full confidence, in the unknown and unpredictable journey of life. Leaving everything to him is not a defeat, but the strongest choice. God knows our path more accurately than anyone else, and he correctly directs our path when we leave it to him. Are you nervous that you can't see? Are you carrying a heavy burden out of worry? Please keep this in mind once again today. You trust Jehovah with all your heart and don't rely on the 4 greats. This simple promise can be the first step in changing your life. When there is no road ahead, when our hearts are exhausted by anxiety, there is only one thing we have to do. Put down our lack of clarity and trust in God. He promised to guide us on our way, knowing already the way we have to go. Ladies and gentlemen, please bear these words in mind, and entrust your life to God. The touch of God will guide your life in the best direction. In this moment, start with a small prayer. God will be with you and light the way. At this moment, we are at the crossroads of choices, big and small, in our respective lives. In each of these moments, Proverbs chapter 356 renews our minds. These words are more than just about overcoming the hardships of the present. They are compasses that set directions that encompass our entire lives. When you walk seeking his guidance, you can experience peace and joy in unexpected difficulties. If you have the courage to fully trust and entrust to God, the path ahead of us will become brighter and brighter. We must trust the touch of God, who has bigger plans beyond our limited vision. We trust him who is always with us in our lives, and we hope that he will enjoy true joy and satisfaction on the path. I hope these words, which will bring a little peace to your heart, now, will guide your life. We are often caught under pressure to solve everything ourselves. However, our lack of wisdom cannot solve all the complex problems of life. Real joy and satisfaction come only when we rely on God and look at our lives through his eyes. This saying, trust Jehovah with all your heart, is not a far-off abstract lesson, but a guide to the reality we live in now. Let us take a moment to reflect deeply. Trusting God with all our heart does not mean we abandon responsibility or stop striving. Rather, it means that we humbly acknowledge our limits and open ourselves to His infinite wisdom and guidance. True joy and satisfaction come when we let go of self-reliance and instead embrace reliance on God. Life may still present us with trials and uncertainties, but when we trust in Him, we are no longer alone. His plans are greater, His vision clearer, and His path always the best for us. Each step we take in trust is a step toward a life filled with His light and peace. Today, let us remember these words, not just in moments of need, but as a constant in our hearts. Trust, let go, and walk forward with faith. This is the secret to true joy and satisfaction. A secret we are all invited to live out, even when the road ahead seems murky, when doubts cloud our minds, and when life feels overwhelming. There is a quiet assurance that can bring peace. This assurance is found in trusting a power greater than ourselves. The wisdom of Proverbs chapters 35-6 reminds us that surrendering to God's guidance doesn't mean giving up, but rather stepping into a place of ultimate clarity and strength. Our limited human understanding is not enough to navigate the complex maze of existence, but God's infinite wisdom sees beyond the present. As we learn to let go of control and put our full trust in Him, we discover a joy that surpasses fleeting happiness, and a satisfaction rooted in something eternal. This path is not without challenges, but when illuminated by faith and trust, each step resonates with purpose and peace. Today, let us embark on this journey not with fear, but with the quiet confidence that He walks beside us every moment, guiding us toward a life more beautiful than anything we could have imagined ourselves. Even in the face of uncertainties, it's important to remember that we are never alone. There is strength in surrender, and freedom in trusting God's plan. When we stop fighting the waves of life with our own limited efforts and instead let His guidance steer us, we find a peace that surpasses understanding. True joy isn't achieved by having all the answers, or controlling every situation. It comes from the quiet assurance that our lives are in the hands of a loving and all-knowing Creator. Take heart and move forward with trust, knowing that the journey, no matter how challenging, is part of a greater purpose designed just for you. When we reflect on the idea of trusting God completely, we are reminded that this trust is not built overnight. It is a journey, one that grows with each moment of surrender, each prayer, and each step taken in faith. This trust does not eliminate our responsibility to act wisely, but it gives us the assurance that we are being guided by an unfailing hand. In moments of uncertainty, when fear threatens to overshadow hope, we can turn to God and find a steady anchor. True joy and satisfaction are not built on the fleeting foundations of success, possessions, or human approval. They are found in a relationship with the one who knows us fully and loves us unconditionally. Life's trials may shift and shake us, but when we have placed our trust in God, we remain steadfast. Today, as you navigate your own journey, may you find comfort and direction in knowing that you are never alone. Trust in Him, and let His peace sustain you.